Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth. Profile of William Wordsworth. Lines Written in Early Spring is a landscape poem that is largely concerned with nature and the cruelties of man towards his fellow beings. The poem consists of 6 quatrains, a stanza of 4 lines, and a rhyme scheme, ABAB. Stanza 1. I heard 1,000 blended notes, while in a grove I sate reclined, in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. As the poem starts, the speaker reclines in a beautiful grove surrounded by the blunted notes of nature. Here, blunted notes means the sound and rhythm of nature. Here we can see the poetic device hyperbole, which is an extreme exaggeration, 1,000 blended notes. Even in this happy moment, there arise some sad, gloomy thoughts in his mind. It is like a bittersweet moment. Poetic device oxymoron, which is 2 opposite ideas joined to create an effect. Pleasant thoughts and sad thoughts, 2 opposite ideas, are joined together to show mixed feelings of the poet. He is happy because of the beauty and serenity of the nature. He is sad because he sees and understands the cruelties done by man to the nature for his selfishness. Man is not bothered about destroying the beauty of the nature and the harmony of people living in it. Stanza 2. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Man is closely related to nature. The Creator himself relates man and nature through a hidden bond of love and beauty. Man finds happiness mostly in the lap of nature. Wordsworth is a nature poet. His inspiration and creativity is only from the nature. He loves being together with the nature. He personifies nature, giving her the ability to make decisions, to link herself to the soul and to experience pleasure. For the same reason, he is also very sad, seeing the injustice done by man to the nature ahead. The historical element behind this line may be the French Revolution, which destroyed the harmony of people and created a cultural shock among them. The quarter line, "What man has made of man," describes the uneasiness and cruelties of man towards his fellow beings. Stanza 3. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and 'tis my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. In the 3rd stanza, the poet describes about the wonderful work God has done in the nature. He adorned it with utmost beauty and serenity. Nature is a blissful experience from God to man. It is God's blessing to our senses. To prove this, the poet pointing towards the primrose bunches and periwinkle wreath that spread out in the green shade. Man enjoys each and every element of nature in its own way. Same like that, the poet says every flower enjoys the air it breathes, that it considers its existence on earth as a bliss and share this joy to the other creatures. Unlike man, it enjoys its life and spreads happiness all around. He personifies the flower as enjoying the air they breathe. A flower is portrayed as a human. Stanza 4. The birds around me hoped and played. Their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. After pointing out the flower, the poet invites our attention towards the birds in the nature. They spend their short life in the nature, hopping and playing, expressing their extreme happiness for being born in this blessed nature. Though the poet is not very sure what they think from their movements, it is surely a sign of utmost happiness. Stanza 5. The budding twigs spread out their fan to catch the breezy air, and I must think, do all I can, that there was pleasure there. Nextly, the poet speaks about the leaves and budding twigs of the trees in nature. They spread out their branches for receiving the breezy air, or reaches out for happiness. Even they are thrilled for having been born on this serene earth. Here too, the budding twigs are personified by saying that they catch the breezy air. Stanza 6. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? The poet concludes that the message sent from heaven and the holy plan of nature are very clear. That is, every creature in nature is living in love, peace, and harmony. Here, nature is personified as human being. The poem ends in a sad note. The poet says we can find happiness and contentment in every being in the nature except man. So the poet says he has all the reason to weep about what man has made of man. He winds up the poem lamenting on the thoughtlessness, cruelties, and selfishness of man, to the other creatures, and also to the nature.